The time has come yet again to rock out. This is Rocksmith 2014, the second iteration of the Rocksmith games. Ben, what'd you think?
Well, I was a little surprised that they made another Rocksmith, because first one you and I not huge fans of.
It was tough.
But it turns out a lot of people did like it. This game sold over 1 million copies, and if it sells over 1 million copies, it's a good chance we're going to get a sequel. So I was really interested to see if the second verse was the same as the first, and it turns out it's not. They've actually changed a lot of the things that I didn't like about the first Rocksmith. They sure did. They went back to the drawing board with this game. They definitely improved.
Well, they made a lot of things easier to access. In the first game, there was a lot of crazy things going on with the interface. But this game, it's right there, right in front of you, right off the bat. It's easy to find on the menu screen. You can find all of the different mini games, all of the different new features that they've added, and it was just easier to get into.
Absolutely. The user interface here has been so vastly improved. It's really easy to get into a song, play the song, and then find out where else you need to go to improve the way you're playing that song. And just to kind of go over the basics again, you can use any guitar, any electric guitar, any bass. That's also new this year.
None of those plastic things.
No, forget your plastic instruments. They've really improved the part where if you're playing a song and you're having trouble with a certain section, you can go into something called Riff repeater mode. Now, this was in the first game. I know, right? It was in the first game, but it was so hard to get to. You had to like dig down into menus. Now you can just kind of hit a button and you can just replay certain sections, and if you get better at those sections, they'll add more notes.
It starts getting harder.
I think another thing they've done is they've really improved the set list. You have over 50 songs. You can also use songs from the first game if you pay a small fee, which is a little cheap.
Yeah, it happens.
But I think the songs here are a lot more fun. They have a lot more kind of classic songs you'd want to learn how to play. They have like My Generation by The Who. They have some Rolling Stones. They have Aerosmith. And they also have some contemporary bands.
There, bro, if you want to get your grunge on.
Blitzkrieg Bop. I mean, that's a really easy song.
5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 5 7 5 5 5 5 5. One of the features that they do is when you play through a song or play through any one of the mini games or one of the modes, and it'll give you a sort of a nod as to what you maybe should try next. Like, oh, you did pretty good. Maybe you should try playing this mini game that's going to, teach you how to change chords or teach you different, strings that you should press or finger picking and stuff like that.
It absolutely does a better job acting like a teacher.
Explaining what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
The mini games, which is in the Guitar-cade, is what it's called.
The Guitar-cade.
I love the name, and I actually had more fun with these than I did in the first batch. I think some of them are really good, and some of them are really smart. They have one where you actually have to hit strings to stop these guys who are coming up.
Like
it's almost
Tapper?
Kind of looks like Tapper.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. I think it's such a challenge for new musicians, guitarists, to memorize the strings and where they are and their placement in space and everything. Yeah. So that one little game kind of gets you used to like, okay, well, that's that string, this finger's for this string.
I was guilty of playing that game over and over again.
It's good though.
I was getting it. I was like, all right, I'm destroying all these guys.
I had a lot of fun playing Rocksmith 2014. I think for a new guitarist or anyone who wants to learn how to play guitar, this is a pretty handy tool. It's not all you're going to use, but it's definitely going to come in handy, and you're going to learn how to play songs with it.
Definitely a huge jump from the original game and vastly improved over the last game. I had a much better experience learning how to play guitar using this. Hopefully you will too, and that's why I'm giving Rocksmith 2014 an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 myself. This is pretty good stuff, guys. Learn how to rock.
I want to rock!
You can rock. There's a game. You play the game.
I can now rock!
Because you can, if you buy the game, you can rock.
Because I played Rocksmith 2014!